Welcome to Some Lab. This is the first video. I wasn't intending for this to be the launch of my YouTube channel. I'll probably come up with something more elaborate later on. This project has been a little while coming. It's taken a lot of work to get it to this stage, and this is probably the cleanest it will ever look. Even though it's not quite finished to the level that I'd like, there's still a few more things to go. But it's worthwhile taking this moment to give you guys a look around. It's constructed underneath my house, so you can see there's a breeze block wall. It's kind of open to the outside so that the air can flow through. So it's really an indoor-outdoor kind of a space. And there's all the rest of the downstairs junk. So this is a nice place to work, nice and cool in summer. It's 34 degrees upstairs at the moment, but this is nice and cool down here. It must be kind of mid to high 20s anyway. So let's have a look around. What I'll actually do is I'll give at the end of this video a bit of a slideshow of the construction of the lab, and so you can see the way it's progressed. An awful lot of work had to happen to get into this stage. So we've got lab coat on the wall there, a nice little glove dispenser that I put together yesterday, a lockable cupboard. It's not really that secure, but it'll keep idle hands out, which is important when you've got kids around. And you can see it's actually reasonably well stocked with a whole bunch of stuff. Metals at the top and inorganic stuff, and then organics down there at the bottom. So that's kind of a good place to have everything. Obligatory periodic table, I quite like this one. It'd be nice if it was just actually completed with the transuranics that I've recently discovered, but never mind. Nice lab fridge. That's got a bit of a history, that fridge, but it's done awful lot of work over the years. On top of that is a place to put microwave, which just secret is coming for Christmas, but we don't know really about that officially. Whiteboard here. For this video I should have put something on the whiteboard, but never mind. And there, what you see in front of you is a great big enormous bench space going all the way around to there, so plenty of space to work. Set up more than one thing at a time, and that'll be just great. Over in the corner here you can see a mount for where I'll be able to put a screen and a jack point in the wall with a USB and HDMI, so I can have the computer next door and I can tap away with the keyboard and so forth here, doing whatever it is I need to. And if I happen to spill something bad on it, nothing bad's going to happen. This I'm really pleased with, the storage down below. We've got a bunch of bins that just slide in and slide out. So you can see them there. There's 6 of those bins, 3 and then 3, and they contain things like all my beakers and other assorted glassware. And then these ones here hold the ground glass. Only half of them are filled. There are 5 of these in the front, 5 at the back, and each of these has got all the ground glass. So nicely, neatly stacked away so that you can see everything's got a home. So that's working out really, really good. So very, very happy with that. It's going to mean that everything's nice and neatly out of the way when it's not in use and easily accessible. Talking about easily accessible, underneath the bench here, can't remember where I picked up that stool from, but it's just absolutely great to sit at. Underneath here is all the stuff that I'm wanting to grab, stuff that normally sit on the bench getting in the way. And so this has all got a home for when it's not in use, a pump and then stirrers and mantle and so on. Lab jacks and things like that. Cleaning equipment here. And then this little slide out shelf here, I won't do it just right now, has got test tubes and spatulas and stirring rods and all the other stuff that you just want to grab when you need to grab it and don't want to be fossicking around for it. Next to that is dishwasher. I'm not pretending that it's going to be able to do all my dishes, but given that a lot of things only need a rinse and a dry, this is just going to be great to throw stuff, and that'll be really good. Sink up here, kind of an odd position for a sink, but it is actually reachable. And works reasonably well, so I can fill a bucket for cooling water, or I can even just stick a pump straight into the sink and have stuff circulating from there. I've got my rack here. These are just repurposed drawer handles, so they're just absolutely fantastic, just the right size. I was hoping to get stainless steel, but nickel coated will do. And then if you look over here, we've got ample power points. There's 8 of them there, and they're on their own residual current device, so that's nice and safe, even though this house is actually well wired and has got all the safety gear it needs. Now this area over here is where the fume cupboard is going to go, and if we look over here, there's a space out to the outside where it can vent to, so it's not going to be too hard to rig up a vent to go to that. Not everything's found a home yet. I've still got to build a place for putting burettes and volumetric pipettes, but basically everything else has got a space. Bucket storage underneath here, so there's bins for waste and reclamation and my bulk acids, and then there's spare jars and bottles and glass and stuff over there, and pool chemicals and stuff that's bought in bulk, so that's just sitting around there. Finally over here, alongside our fire safety gear, is a little drawer unit for scales and weighing and accurate measuring things, as well as that for some books and manuals and other stuff that I might need. And underneath, this is great, this is worth so much just by itself, a drying oven that I picked up basically for free at a garage sale. It's kind of thrown in with a big other lot of stuff that I got, which is, by the way, where most of the chemicals came from. And it's in beautiful condition, nice and shiny on the inside, and if I can't dry it in there at 200 degrees, it probably can't be dried at 200 degrees, so that's going to be a fantastic place to have things. So it's been a real pleasure showing everybody around. Hope that you enjoyed this, and that I'm certainly going to enjoy actually doing some chemistry in here.